So one of the games we talked a lot about earlier this year was a little game called MindsEye. It launched to critical response, we'll say, and it didn't go over too well. It was pretty broken, didn't run well. It was super buggy, and it just had lots of issues. It was not ready. It was over promised, undercooked. It was not great. So it ended up launching to one of the worst Metacritic scores of the year, maybe the worst. I mean, the year is not over yet, but didn't go over too great. And the studio was facing layoffs and all sorts of stuff. Well, they are attempting, instead of just hiding away and shutting down, they are now apparently trying to save it. They are doing multiple updates. They put it 50% off for Black Friday. Our latest update enhances the campaign with improved gameplay, introduces new bonus content, and expands building features for PC players. And they're doing multiple rounds of updates and reportedly are going to try and overhaul it to save it and give it a second life. Now, the jokes write themselves. Okay, so as you can see, Rohan Carr retweeted this and said, hell no, they're pulling a Cyberpunk. And the responses are exactly what you would expect to the base tweet. Buy the game. Nope. No, I don't think I will. Nah, I'm good. You know, they're pretty much exactly what you would expect. But I do want to just say, frankly, this is genuinely a good thing, okay? If they are able to save it and to overhaul it to the point where it becomes a good game, that is good. The fact that they're not abandoning it and just running away is a good thing. It is a good thing. The concept was interesting. That's why people were talking about it. You know, people like the idea of a new IP, a brand new team coming in and trying to do something bold and different. People like that idea, which is why there was interest to begin with. The problem was it just wasn't ready. It wasn't done. It needed a lot of polish, needed a lot more work, a lot more systems and things. And if it had gotten those, maybe the story would have been very, very different. But it was rushed out the door. And as a result, it, you know, didn't do too hot. But if they can go back, they can work on it, overhaul it, and get it running the way that it needed to, and add in content that makes it a better game, that's awesome. And they deserve credit for that if they stick to it. Because a lot of other companies, after what went down with MindsEye, they would have very quickly just shut down, laid everybody off, and moved on. I mean, Concord made it, what, like a week? And then the whole studio was shut down. Like, that's kind of what I was expecting. But they're allegedly going to stick to it and try to fix it and overhaul it. And you know what? I will give them a chance, and I hope that they can wow me. As with everybody else, you know, I really hope that they can pull it off, because I think it would be, again, a cool thing. The one thing gamers love more than a disaster is a redemption story. And there are plenty of examples of it. It's just extremely expensive, difficult, and it requires also the core concept to be compelling enough that people are rooting for it. Cyberpunk, people loved the idea of the game. They wanted that game to be amazing, and then it was busted at launch. So when it was fixed, they got the game that they were hoping for. Same with No Man's Sky. And then they got even more. You know, they overhauled it, added tons of new content, but people loved the idea and the core concept. I personally don't know if the core concept and idea of MindsEye is compelling enough to see a redemption arc like that. But maybe it is. I'm not sure. I don't have the data that they have, but I do hope that they stick with it. They don't just lay off the whole team and they try to overhaul it. But time will tell. Time will tell. But I did see that it is on sale. They are trying to overhaul it, and we'll see how it goes. As for everything else, it doesn't change the toxicity problems, because that was one of the other big frustrations and big talking points around MindsEye, was how toxic it was, and how toxic some of the leadership was. Like, they literally were trying to blame saboteurs for the failure of MindsEye, and that is patently insane. Like, they suggested that, they didn't say any of our names, but I believe it was the game director said that the people making negative videos, my video was like the biggest one out at the time talking about MindsEye, so he's talking about me. He suggested that I had been paid by Rockstar to talk badly about the game MindsEye because they were worried that it would like affect GTA 6's performance, and they were like threatened by it. And like, I'm sorry, but to think that Rockstar was worried about MindsEye raining on their parade and taking some of their market share, like, to say that is delusional. Like, that is craziness. Okay? It's craziness. Especially when the game is like obviously busted and broken and buggy and needs more time. Like, to suggest that the only reason it failed was because Rockstar paid people like me to make videos. Like, what? And also, like, the types of videos we make, YouTubers like me talking about these games, we have to have the content. So like, are you suggesting I also faked bugs and performance issues and faked, like, I collaborated with Maddie and had Maddie attend the preview event and he just made up things about the performance of the game? Like, you're talking about a giga conspiracy to take down MindsEye. Like, what? Like, it's so crazy. It's insane. No, I was not paid by Rockstar to go and take down MindsEye. No. Like, but that's what was being suggested. So as long as that leadership is there, I'm not too confident in their capabilities, but you know, time will tell. Maybe they'll wow us. I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, I don't know. GTA was delayed after MindsEye came out. Yeah. How much did you get, King? Not enough, apparently. I was like, I remember when the news broke, I was like, damn it, I could have gotten paid. I was doing the video anyways. Damn it. Oh, gotta get my Rockstar contact. Like, it's just crazy. It's ridiculous. Oh, anyway, it failed because it tried to advertise as better GTA. If I remember correctly, almost everyone was calling it GTA Killer. They advertised too high. Well, and initially I was like, I don't know, are they calling themselves, like, are they putting themselves in the GTA category? Because they weren't doing that on certain platforms. But I saw on Reddit, they were promoting posts that said it was a great game to hold yourself over before GTA. It was like an alternative to GTA to give you a GTA fix until that game came out. And I'm sorry, when you put yourself in the ring with a rabid gorilla, which is GTA 6, and you are a small 40-pound gazelle, you shouldn't be surprised when you get thrown around like a rag doll. You know, let's also say this gorilla is a carnivore. Okay, let's just say that for the sake of argument. You're gonna like, you're putting yourself into a situation where you are going to lose. You just are. And it's kind of low-key delusional to pretend otherwise, you know? Like, it's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, Candace going live, gotta go. Love you all. Good to see you, my friend. Glad to have you here. GTA 6 is more like Super Saiyan Rage metaphor, let's be honest, dude. Yeah, kind of. It's like GTA 6 is the bubbling volcano and MindsEye was the ring getting cast in. I don't know, man. anyway. So there you go. MindsEye. Maybe in a year we'll be talking about the overhaul and how great it is. I don't know.